What's up, Geekers, and welcome back to episode 21 of the Montreal Canadiens Franchise Mode. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, but tonight, the night of this video being recorded, is Game 1 of the Montreal Canadiens and the Tampa Bay Lightning Stanley Cup Finals. This is a historic moment for Montreal Canadiens fans. First time in 28 years we make it to the Stanley Cup Finals. First time in 28 years we have a chance for the Stanley Cup. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are too. And if you enjoyed this content, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for always be notified when I make a post. So right now we are entering the third round, the conference finals of the 2030 Stanley Cup Finals, and we are facing up against the Washington Capitals. So let's see how that goes. I am actually icing my hand right now, so I'm only working with one hand, so bear with me as I injured myself yesterday when I went and graduated my third Dan in karate for my black belt. So I'm now advanced to third Dan karate black belt. For those that wanted to know, I am a martial artist and a teacher of the sport as well. Montreal now on a 5-on-3 power play, 5-on-4 power play, and they are held scoreless. Great defense by the Washington Capitals right there. So let's see how this game plays out and how this series plays out, as Montreal is going to try to make it back-to-back years to the Stanley Cup Finals, as we made it the year before and even won the Stanley Cup following that season with a Presidents. But Bjorkstrand scores first for the Washington Capitals, making 1-0, and then Bemstrom scores, making it 2-0. And that's how this game is going right now. 2-0 Washington versus the Montreal Canadiens, and they have Josh Brook. Look at that. All right, second period coming on as Washington is winning 2-0 with Matthews on their team. Oh my good. And Montreal on the power play again. Can we get a goal this time, or does Washington manage to keep us shut out? They still do, as it's still 2-0 Washington, but Montreal has 21 shots, and now Washington on the 5-on-3 power play. My goodness, and they do get a power play goal as Max Domi scores, making it 3-0 Washington. They were not kidding. Washington, they really are making this push. They really improved their team a lot. Jesus. Oh, they're mad at Montreal because Ovechkin retired a Montreal Canadiens player, and they don't like that. They don't like that one bit. They're so mad right now. It's like, you were gonna get revenge on you. And that is the second period. As we enter the third period, Washington leading 3-0. My goodness. And this was a dominant game by Montreal with 30 shots. Washington's goalie right now is pegged to get the first star of the game. There's no question about that. Washington has outplayed Montreal in, I'm guessing, shots, but in goals, clearly. But they have probably just better shot chances. It's insane. I don't understand what's going on. Let's see if Montreal can at least get a goal, or do they stay shut out with 36 shots. Montreal approaching the 40 shot mark. And that is how this game is going to end. 4-0 as Washington takes game 1 of the Stanley Cup semifinals. Oh man. No, quarterfinals, sorry. Oh my goodness. And look at the 3 stars. Yeah, I would say 37 saves. Bjorkstrand with a goal and assist, and Halls with a goal and an assist. Good on Washington. That's an impressive win right there. Vancouver beats Chicago 4-2. We're going to sim to the next game. And let's see if Montreal can reply with a win. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Does Montreal reply with a win? Let's see as we go 4 times speed and we go to all events. This is Montreal scoring the first goal this time as Moritz Seider gets a goal, making it 1-0 Montreal. But Washington on the power play, and they had a solid power play last game where they got a goal, but this time they get held off and scores, but they do tie it up right after as Appleton gets a goal, making it 1-1 Washington and Montreal. First period reaching the halfway point, score tied 1 apiece in game 2 of the quarterfinals, Montreal versus Washington Capitals. This is really hard. I can't use my index or middle finger. I have no idea how I'm going to do any of this. It's really, really annoying. All right, that is the first period done. As we enter the second period, game still tied 1 apiece. What will happen, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, Washington. Bjorkstrand makes it 2-1. I think this is Montreal on the power play. Come on, Montreal. And Montreal 5-on-3 gets a goal. It's now tied 2-2. Montreal still has the power play, and they don't answer with another one. That would have been a good place to take the lead right there, making it 3-2. But it's now tied 2-2. Montreal on another power play, 5-on-4. Can they get a goal? They do not, as Washington shuts down the power play again. Washington has a fantastic PK. I got to give it to them. They have guys like Bo Horvat, Jesus Murphy, Matthews. And Montreal and Washington scores, making it 3-2 as Austin Matthews gets a goal. Insane, man. 3-2 Washington, end of the second period. And let's enter the third period. And can Montreal tie it up and take the lead? The last time they had the lead, ladies and gentlemen, was in the first period, in the first couple minutes of the game. And Montreal ties it up as Omar Cameron gets his goal, and that makes it 3-3. This is a much better game, guys. This isn't a blowout, but Washington, Timo Meier answers right away, making it 4-3 for Washington. And Washington on the power play now. Montreal is able to hold them off from scoring on the power play. With 10 minutes remaining, can Montreal tie up the game and push on overtime? We know Montreal has good chances in the overtime, but this is insane as Washington is leading the series 1-0 and is winning game 2 4-3 with 4 minutes remaining. Can Montreal get a goal and tie up the game? But unfortunately not, as Washington on the power play gets the 5-on-3 goal and finishes the game 5-3. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. 5-3. Game 2 goes to Washington as the President's Trophy winners are now down 2-0. But Omar Cameron with 2 goals and an assist, Matthews a goal and 2 assists, and Timo Meier 1 goal. I don't know how this is going to proceed. This is really nerve-wracking. Washington up 2-0 as we enter game 3 in Washington. If Montreal goes down 3-0, I don't see them doing a comeback. If they do, I think that would be historic, but let's see. As the first few minutes roll out, it is 0-0 Montreal on the power play, and they get a goal as Francisco Thomas gets the power play goal, making it 1-0 Montreal in the first 5 minutes of the game. And now Washington replies with their power play. Can Montreal shut them down and keep the goal? No, they do not, as Austin Matthews gets his power play goal, making it tied 1 apiece with 11 minutes to go in the first period. As the 10-minute mark elapses, the game is tied 1 apiece. Washington 10 shots, Montreal 4. This is one hell of a game. Again, guys, another close game. Montreal really played bad the first game, but that first game seems to have given all the momentum to the Washington Capitals. As the first period times a lot, Montreal gets a goal. Moritz Seider, his second of the series, making it 2-1 Montreal and finishing the period with a lead. As the second period begins, Montreal up 2-1. Can they continue to push and get this win? I am uncertain of this, but Washington now on the power play, 5-on-4. They have already a goal on the power play. Do they get a second? They do not, as Montreal is able to keep them shut. And the game continues. 2-1 Montreal Canadiens. Another power play for the Washington Capitals. If Montreal keeps on giving up these power plays, they will not win the game. But they managed to shut out another power play, and that is a great PK right there. Again, 2 in a row by the Montreal Canadiens. The game is almost more than halfway done as the second period is coming to its final minutes. Montreal leads 2-1. Their shots are 27-18 Washington. And as the third period begins, Montreal goes into the third period with a 1-goal lead. Can they keep it up and make a difference? This is the moment of truth. We will find out, ladies and gentlemen, as the game continues to roll. Here you go. We're approaching the 10-minute mark of the third period, and the game is 2-1 Montreal. As the 10-minute mark elapses, Washington has 33 shots, Montreal 28. There is a hell of a game. Montreal on the power play. Can they capitalize and make this a 3-1 game? They do not, though, as it's 2-1, and Washington scores as Appleton gets a goal late in the third period. But Montreal replies right away. Francisco Thomas with his second goal of the game, making it 3-2 Montreal with 2 minutes remaining. and Montreal. Zachary Leiter gets another goal, making it 4-2, as Washington will probably pull their goalie, and the game will end 4-2 Montreal, as the series is now 2-1 Washington Capitals. Francisco Thomas with 2 goals, Paris with 36 saves and 947 save percentage, and Appleton with 1 goal, 1 assist. He is currently their best player in their lineup. Fantastic. We are now going to sim to the next game. Game 4 in Washington. Montreal down 2-1 after just winning. Can they do something? Leading point getter for the Montreal Canadiens is Jesperi Kotkaniemi at 17 points in 17 games. Let's see as this game rolls out. The first couple of minutes go and it is scoreless, but the first shot right there, not the first shot, sorry, it was quiet, I was winning. And Washington gets a goal on the fourth, not first. And Montreal now on the power play. Can they get a goal and tie up the game? As the halfway mark of the period passes, no, but then Zachary Leiter scores at 9:49, making it 1-1 with 8 minutes remaining in the first period. This game is tied 1-1. Montreal with 1 extra shot over the Washington Capitals. As the game continues going, Lapierre takes a shot on Paris with a save. Kotkaniemi wins the faceoff. Then we get a shot. Oh my god, what's going on? There's so much stuff going on. As the game, first period comes to an end. Washington has 12, Montreal has 9, and the game is tied 1 apiece in the first period. As the second period begins, Kotkaniemi versus Matthews, and he gets the face-off win. We get a few shots in on the Toronto's Washington zone, but Washington gets a goal as Matthews gets another one, making it 2-1 in the first 4 minutes of the second period. But Montreal ties it up as Omar Cameron gets another goal, making it tied 2 apiece. But Washington answers back. Josh Brook getting a goal against his old team, making it 3-2. But Montreal answers as Desharnais gets a goal. This is 3-3 with 10 minutes remaining in the second period. As we're at the halfway point, this game is heating up. Montreal, as Serge Damour gets a goal, making it 4-3 Montreal. And the game keeps on going, ladies and gentlemen. 4-3 Montreal. With 5 minutes remaining in the second period, we are now past the halfway mark of the game. And the third period will be the deciding factor in this game, as it is 4-3 Montreal. Shots are 19-18. And the third period begins. Montreal Canadiens winning 4-3. This is crazy, guys, because this could literally be the tying de facto game with a 3-1 lead. But Washington ties it as Timo Meier gets a goal, making it 4-4 versus the Montreal Canadiens in Game 4 of the Stanley Cup quarter-finals. Montreal is pushing to go back-to-back to the Stanley Cup Finals. Can they do it? I don't know if they can, to be honest. This isn't really intense. 4 minutes remaining. Game's tied 4-4, and the time's rolling down. I think we are going to have ourselves an overtime, ladies and gentlemen. Knock on wood, and we do, as we are going to overtime in Game 4 of the Stanley Cup, third round. Washington's defense is a 97. That is insane. I want to know who the hell they have as players on their defense. Never seen that, never heard that. A 97 defense. Insane. Sorry if you guys hear the crumbling of the ice. That's just my ice pack. Oof. Alright. Montreal setting up for the draw. Lafreniere and Damour on the wings to Kotkaniemi center. Kotkaniemi versus Matthews. And Matthews wins the draw. Passes it back to Beauregard. Beauregard up to Bjorkstrand, who skates into the zone. He manages to get it to Chabot at the slot, but great poke check. And Montreal pins Domi to the boards. Damour picks up the puck, passes up to Lafreniere, slows down the play, gets into the blue zone, tries to get it up, but no, is not able to reach Damour with that pass. As Matthews now skating into the zone, passes it to Domi. Domi with a shot, Parse with the blocker save, pushing it to the corner. Matthews gets hit hard, and Parse will freeze the puck, as we have a defensive zone face-off for the Montreal Canadiens as the first 2 minutes 30 seconds roll out. Top 10, 8 goals. Serge Damour with 6 goals so far. Austin Matthews with 15 goals. What a dominant performance by Austin Matthews. Kotkaniemi wins the draw back in the defensive zone. There we go. Passes up to Lafreniere. Lafreniere up to Damour. Damour starts skating in, slows down the play, and has to reset as he passes up to Kotkaniemi, who gets hit pretty hard, but that was not a numbers hit. That was just on the shoulder, a bit to the side, and it flies. Parse with another save. He holds on to it, as Washington crashes the net. Oh, of course it's Max Dome who crashes the net. Who else would do it? Oof, yeah. My hand is destroyed, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Hopefully it gets better. For those curious, I am not streaming on Monday and Wednesday this week, which is the week of June 28th. I will be streaming on Tuesday and Thursday, as there are Montreal Canadiens games. Oh my god, Matthew Stash, that was hideous. There are games for the Montreal Canadiens Tampa Bay on Monday and Wednesday, and I want to watch those. Even if there's a chance that Montreal loses, I still want to watch. Oh, with a shot that's wide, Cameron picks up the rebound though. He looks, he passes to Lutter. Lutter cycles into the front of the net to Caulfield. Caulfield shoots but blocked. Appleton now with the puck. He's been scoring a lot for Washington in this series. And Myers now with the puck. Oh my god, there's Lapierre. He shoots, big save by Parse. But Romanov manages to get the puck. He's moving. Pass up to Lutter. Lutter up to Cameron. Cameron was on one-on-one. Couldn't get by Bear. That's Ethan Bear. And right now Bear skates all the way up the neutral zone. Gets pochecked as Chabot picks up the puck. Pass to Lapierre. A few pochecks here and there, but Lapierre still manages to keep the puck as he will skate around. Takes a shot that goes just wide. Moritz sided now with the puck. Passes up to Omar Cameron. He gets bumped by Lapierre but does not fall. The puck now with Lynch to the puck. Appleton shoots and he gets the game winner. Ladies and gentlemen, Appleton has been on fire for the Montreal Canadiens. My goodness. And that is a 3-1 series lead to the Washington Capitals, about to eliminate the President Trophy winning Montreal Canadiens as they lead the series 3-1 in the third round of the 2030 Stanley Cup playoffs. As we're going to move on to the next game, we will simulate and see what comes out of Game 5. Does Washington win in 5, ladies and gentlemen? We shall see. That is the question. If that is the case, we are going to be doing some moves at the trade deadline. We're going to go pick up. We're going to look at every team and pick up some stuff maybe. We're going to see what we can do. We're not missing much. But Washington gets the first goal of the game as Bo Horvat scores a power play goal. It is now 1-0 Washington in Game 5 as the first 10 minutes of the period elapse. The period is waning down. Montreal's getting a few chances but unable to score as Washington seems to be able to keep Montreal at bay. And that seems to be the end of the first period. As the second period begins, Washington leading 1-0. Montreal only had 9 shots on net, Washington at 14. And let's see how the game progresses. Washington now on a 5-on-4 power play, but they do not get a goal. The game stays 1-0 as we approach the 10-minute mark of the second period and the halfway mark of Game 5. Montreal now on the power play. Can they score? They do not, as they continue to be shut out in this very important Game 5 as Washington leads the series 3-2-1. Montreal on another power play. Can they get a goal? They do not seem to be able to get a goal, and Washington scores a shorthanded goal and a regular goal, making it 3-0 Washington as the second period elapses. Ladies and gentlemen, this seems to be the end of the road for the Montreal Canadiens President Trophy team, but Omar Cameron with a bit of life scores with 16 seconds remaining in the second period. It is now 3-1 Washington. Third period, can Montreal tie it up and get a goal? But Washington on the power play, they do not score, and the game keeps on going. Montreal now on a power play and they do not score as the game continues. It's still 3-1 Washington, 13 minutes remaining in the game, but Washington scores as Bjorkstrand gets a goal and Appleton with another goal, and that is 5-1 Washington as we approach the 10-minute mark. Washington now on the power play. This was a dominant performance by the Washington Capitals this entire series. Washington played hard. They really wanted to win. Matthews needs his cup, and that is 6-1 Washington as Gaudette participates in the point making. 7-1 Washington as Bemstrom scores. This seems to be it as Sinklenka is now the goalie in nets and he is unable to make the saves. A young goalie who unfortunately has to suffer a 7-1 defeat. My goodness, guys, ladies and gentlemen, that seems to be it for the Montreal Canadiens this season. We're going to see as we approach the draft year. Appleton with a hat-trick, Mayo with 3 assists, and Anthony with 28 saves, 1 goal against. Phenomenal game for him, as the Montreal Canadiens are eliminated Vancouver Canucks and Washington Capitals in the Stanley Cup Finals. Does the cup come back to Canada though, as Vancouver wins, or no, the Washington Capitals get their Stanley Cup? And that will be it. The now salary cap, $104 million. Let's see what we have coming up as we move in to the young talent of the draft. So let's go to view the draft class. Montreal with no drafts in the first round. We have a sniper and then a grinder in the top 3. Montreal will not be trading for any of those, but we will see. Our first pick is all the way down here with 3 guys, a grinder, a power forward, and Pedersen. So we'll see what happens when we get there. But Montreal is going to be looking to pick up players and make that push. So, view retired players. Anybody retiring this season from the Montreal Canadiens? No. Panarin retires, Gaudreau retires, Tarasenko, Hall, Kuznetsov, Kane, Palat, Johansson, and Brendan Gallagher. And let's see, maybe Montreal had a low guy that retired. Yes, so Shane Gostisbehere and Nuti Vara both retired. Shane Gostisbehere, 1,059 games, 366 points, and he ended his career as a Montreal Canadian. As we continue to move forward, we do not need to do draft interviews. We're going to continue. And let's enter the NHL entry draft. So let's go to offer trades. Montreal Canadiens. All right, Trevor Zegras is up. That's interesting. Let's see, what does Trevor Zegras have? Why would Anaheim be opting to trade Zegras? Where's he at? How bad is he? 89, 29 years. Oh, 9 million. 1 year left. Okay, it's not bad though. I can probably pick him up for nothing. And then worst comes to worst, yeah, that's a good deal. I mean, yeah, like I'm not getting rid of these guys, but I can get rid of a guy like this. And I could even get a draft out of it. What are you trying to do here? I'll give you your 3rd round back next year. There we go. Okay, we got Zegras from there. Nothing there. Pasternak. Why are you trading Pasternak, boy? 86, 11 million, that's why. No. Gilbert. They've been doing pretty bad. What do they have? McKinnon at 11 million, 88 overall. Cale Makar, 12 million. Rantanen, yeah, they're struggling. 2030 first round pick. 10th overall. I mean, no, they don't have anything. Dallas has a lot of cap space. Why? Jesus. That's why. Okay. What's McDavid at? 96. Draisaitl 91. You still can't even pick these guys up. That's hilarious. Let's try, actually. Let's try to go get McDavid. 3 years remaining on his massive contract. I'm willing to give away this. Does this work? Okay, I have to give it a bit more. Okay, what about this? Does Montreal get McDavid? Can Montreal get McDavid? Let's give away Winnipeg's first. My first, actually, sorry. I don't know if this is gonna work. Let's try one more thing. That's about it. No, it's not gonna work. Okay, well, so far we did pretty good. We managed to pick up Trevor Zegras, which, I mean, I know he's low, 89, but we have to sign him back next year. So 6-foot playmaker. You know, I'm not worried about that. We have this guy here, Ekman, who's gonna play a lot more this year. So let's see. Do we have any big contracts that need to be signed this year? No big signings this year. Just GEEKERS. We have to sign a rookie here. We have to sign Cole Caulfield, so we're gonna see what he wants. So it's not too bad. I think we're gonna actually stay as is. Sim to rest of draft. I'm not picking anybody this year because I didn't focus at all on the draft, and I know it's not recommended, but it's okay. I want to make sure we can re-sign the guys we need. Okay, and okay. Yeah, I have auto. You guys know that I do have auto. So let's go to contracts. I want to offer him an extension soon. Okay, what are you asking for, GEEKERS? 9 million for 9 million 6. Batherson, what are you asking for? 3 million 3. How much do I have? I have 21 million in cap space. And in there, I have 2 elite mediums. And I have Pedersen that has to be signed. $2.2 million. And Tarnstrom right here. Okay, anyone here that we need to sign? Just you as a 70. RFAs. Qualify. 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 UFAs. Offer a contract. $9.25 and $9.25. Cider, 6 million, 3 years. Get out of there. Offer. You're done. Done. All right, let's advance a few days and see if we get the guys we want. Trevor Zegras, yes. Cole Caulfield, yes. Tarnstrom, yes. Hino's testing free agency, okay. Pedersen, yes. Mitchell, yes. How much cap space do we have left? 950,000. Sent to free agents. And let's see what happens. Because this is going to be the key now. Is how we're going to manage our cap. Because let's use in free agency. We're going to do this next game, next series. So you got Tikkanen, Eminger, Rosen, Karkner, Huxley, Beauregard. Look at all these young guys. Oh my god, eh? Insane. Washington's losing everything they have. What the hell? That's rough, really rough. Montreal only has 22 contracts, and look at our cap hit. So we definitely have to do trades. So let's go look at our. Rough. Like obviously, at some point we're gonna have to trade. I think it's gonna be Lafreniere we're gonna trade. I think Lafreniere, Lutter, Caulfield. These are guys I can trade when I have to sign back Sergio Moore next year. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna see what we're gonna do, but I think this is gonna be it. We don't even have enough room to sign, guys. So thank you for stopping, guys. We won the President's Trophy. We did not manage to win. But let's see. Washington Capitals win the Stanley Cup. Montreal wins the President's Trophy, and Washington wins the Prince of Wales. If we go into individuals, the Art Ross goes to Nylander. Omar Cameron gets the Hart. Edvinsson gets the Norris. Nylander gets the Bing. Calder goes to Bruin. Matthews with the Conn Smythe. Vezina to Blackwood. Blackwood gets the Williams. O'Brien with the Matheson. Jack Adams to Gosling. Frank J. Selk to Hischer. Ted Lindsay to Cameron. And the Maurice Richard to Cameron, who just had a crazy year. So let's see how everything plays out next season. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. And good morning, good day, or good night, depending where you're watching from. Take care, guys.